Charles, maybe I could just inform the board and everybody that's here on what we were speaking about. Because,
No, could you just
due
give us your
respect,
name?
my name is Cy Opperman.
Okay.
I'm Director of Operations for Roosevelt Island. I was in charge, I was the General Manager of Transportation, and I was just, now I'm Director of the island now, okay? So I'd just like to enlighten you on a couple of things, all right? Number one, no due respect, to the MTA. Again, you great time there of 32 years, all right? I started as a bus operator, made it all the way up to a general superintendent, and took over many depots for them. But we do have some problems with the MTA. I'm sorry, we have some problems. A little tweaking with the Q102 would help. We spoke about bus stop down at the tram. One of the things that I was speaking to Mr. Marks was that we could get that Q102 to go up the hill to the tram to pick up people, not just at the bottom of the hill. If everybody remembers, it was a fight and a half for me when I first got here for 3 years to try to get that bus to stop at the tram. For some unknown reason, powers to be, always wanted it down at the bottom. We finally got that out.
What do you mean? I've been here for 35 years and I don't know what you mean by up the hill, down the hill. So could you?
You ever use a tram?
All the time.
All right, you get off the tram, where's the bus stop?
Well, there's a bus shelter right at the base of the tram. There's a bus shelter down at the corner on Main Street. Behind the...
There's no more shelter there.
Oh, it's not
It hasn't been there in over a year.
Okay, so is the only stop now? I walk there all the time.
All right, so let's go back a while. How about a year ago? Where'd you get the red bus?
I was walked.
Oh,
So
all right. Well, a lot of people can't walk.
I
And
understand.
you have the elderly people on this island that were walking down the hill, slipping and sliding in the wintertime.
Down the hill from Main Street.
On the tram, on Main Street. You got off the tram, you made a left, and you had to go down the hill to get the red bus.
Right.
So,
Okay. Towards the river.
If I may ask you
Yeah.
something, you're talking about using when the roadway is closed and we have to use the west roadway.
Right.
You're saying that we should go up, the 102 will be going up to the tram, making the right up to the
Yeah,
circle,
right up to the
and
circle.
then
We're
go
gonna
back
go
around and go
Same
back
way
down
we
again?
did, yeah. The main reason for that is because when the red bus gets up there, all right, we're picking up a seated load at our surge time, is in the PM side. There's a lot of people that are on that tram that have unlimited, or they have a transfer on their card. So they could utilize that transfer that's on that card. Instead of waiting for the red bus, they could get on it, swipe, and they got a free ride, and they could go northbound. The other issue is that once you turn around and you go up to the subway, and my red bus is behind the Q102, you'll get half of the people that are waiting at that stop because they also have a transfer on their card. So ridership we can build up on the Q102 if we have a decent schedule where the schedule will interact with the red bus.
And where do you want the 102 bus to stop now?
Every stop where the red bus stops.
Okay. Well, before Cornell started construction, you guys would go down the east roadway and come around to Kohler, and that's where you would lay over. And then you would come right up Main Street.
That's right.
Right now, you can't do that.
Well, we're going beyond, past the tram. I
Right.
don't know what that
Sports
roadway
bar.
is, just
Sports
before, is it? It's
Okay.
gated. So
Right.
it's a right turn there to the west roadway and then back up again.
Okay. So you don't pass directly in front of the tram as the
No.
red bus. Okay. I got you now.
Okay, just so you know, when I talked to Cy earlier,
Yeah.
I asked him to put the specifics down of
Right.
what he's really looking to do, and then I'll take that back number, just to have him take a look.
That's fine. When you originally testified in April in front of the Transportation Committee, there were a number of points that you
Was that at Memorial?
no, it was, where was it? It was, well, it was in front of the Transportation Committee.
It was an MSK.
Right. You had specific points that you had raised, and I think it's beneficial for the committee members who were not there to know which are the ones that, if any, which are the ones that were addressed and which ones were not addressed, if any, and then
We
and
have
then we can
minutes.
right, and then we can proceed from there because I think it'd be beneficial both
Right.
for the community to
Right.
understand where you're
Right.
coming from, and then also the history of it, and also see
Right.
where the MTA is at that point addressing those concerns.
Well, we did get one thing that we did there, we got a lot more buses. I see them in the morning. And we do not have that bus going off island where they're not in service sign any longer. All right, so that was like a big plus for the residents on the island. We had buses every once in a while going off. I don't think it was part of the schedule, you know what I mean? But I don't want to get into what I did as a bus operator, because I got to too. So, but basically, that does not happen anymore, because I monitor the buses in the morning, and I just make sure that everybody is picked up by the bridge when they want to go off island. As I said, if we could have all the Q102 stop at every bus stop on the island, which would help us. Okay. When it comes to AM service, is great. Bus comes off the bridge, goes to the right, and all the people, where do they want to go? They want to go down to the tram. They want to go down to the subway, which is great. On the PM side, we do a flip. Where does our surge go? Our surge goes from the tram, subway, all the way north. So that's why I try to introduce at 3:30, the 3:30 Q102 to make a left-hand turn. Go down, start picking up the heavy amount of people that are at the tram, subway, and take the Octagon residents home. Because you have a lot of people up there that have to wait for that red bus. So you'll be providing extra service to 40 River Road and also the Octagon building for your PM side.
And Kohler.
And Kohler, I'm sorry. And that's the main thing, we gotta get everybody to work.
You're saying, so you're saying basically just reverse what's here now?
Yeah, exactly, on the PM. In other
On the
words, the
PM
AM is
side.
perfect.
Well, that's going to be difficult.
No, I'm talking about surges. I'm talking about you.
No, I understand it.
We gotta put the buses where the people are.
Right.
You know what I mean? So on the PM side, people are all, I'm sorry, I don't want to use the word people, our customers are down by the tram and the subway. And I did all the help I could get to get them past 40 River Road and get them up.
If I remember correctly, when Queens Surface had the 102,
Right.
I think they did a double loop, if I remember. They went to the hospital,
Yeah,
to the
that,
south, and then came back north, and then come off the island.
I know, but that wasn't done after 3:30. See, what happens with bus operators, I'm sure you drove. You know what I mean? Once you get into these schedules, oh, am I supposed to make a right-hand turn or a left-hand turn? Oh, what time do I go to lunch? You know what I mean? Well, I think I'll make that left when I'm supposed to make a right. It can't be that way. It's just like recovery time. You don't need a lot of recovery time out here because your buses are getting lost down. And I'm sure if you come out here, you find them down at the end. You know what I mean?
So I try them on the islands at night.
Yeah, right, especially at night.
That's what I do at night.
So your recovery time, you could lessen and put your recovery time to half and use that time for running time. I think we're on the same page. It's not hard, you know what I mean? And I think the difference of where we could put the buses would help RIOC a lot. Right? And then again, buses going for free, you know what I mean? But like I said, if I was to run, if you want your revenue to go up, like I said, Marcus, I could run 3 buses with a 10-minute headway and you're gonna get more people. I could run 2 buses every 15 minutes with the express bus in the morning, you'll be packed. You know what I mean? So there is money out here. You know, I mean, it's just the idea that we run in a 7.5-minute headway in the morning with 1 express bus. And I don't want to get into bus operator culture or anything like that, but I know where to put a bus, I know where to sit a bus, and things of that nature. Okay? Thanks.
What would you suggest on weekends, though? How would they run?
Weekends is a rough one. See, on weekends, if I had the opportunity, I'd like to bring more people from Astoria and Long Island to Roosevelt Island. All right? Not so much moving them around on the island. We have to get people to come and visit more. You know what I mean? And if there was different places in Queens where we would have like nice signs at Roosevelt Island, visitor center for Judy. We could put Judy's picture up there in the visitor center. And but we have to get more people to come to us other than us taking them off the island. So if there was some way to do that, that would really work.
I mean, which direction would they, you know, when they got down to the bottom of the ramp, where would they turn? Would they turn right and then come down to the tram, or would they go?
What do you need, a bus?
Yeah.
On the
Approved
weekends,
buses.
no, the regular way, fine, it's fine the way it is.
Okay.
We could use a weekday schedule for Saturday and Sunday, but I'm just talking about Monday through Friday, doing that flip
I
at
got you.
3:30. Okay, I took enough.
Anybody, okay, let's take